Chapter 3: The Red Ranger. Oliver point of view. The orc looked almost bored as he watched Oliver struggle. He had clearly expected a better fight, but he wasn't going to let that stop him from finishing the job. He stepped forward, his massive form casting a long shadow over Oliver, who lay sprawled on the cracked asphalt. Oliver's armor was barely holding together. The helmet was shattered into useless shards, and the chest plate was dented and warped from the blows he had already taken. "Jayak wanted Venak," the orc growled, his guttural voice echoing through the empty street. "We still can't understand you, Porky," Oliver thought weakly, frustration flickering through his mind even as pain clouded his vision. He wanted to fight back. He wanted to stand. But even breathing felt like lifting a mountain. Sensing his helplessness, the orc reveled in it. Slowly, deliberately, he raised his colossal gray foot and stomped down on Oliver's ribs. The shockwave of pain made Oliver's vision blur. Again. And again. Each stomp meant to break, not kill. Nearby, another orc approached, dragging an unconscious soldier by the arms. The soldier was already stripped of his armor. The first orc roared at him, shouting something that sounded like a reprimand. The second orc dropped the soldier like a sack of meat. His insignia clinked softly against the pavement. That sound caught their attention. One orc crouched down and picked up the insignia. It looked tiny in his monstrous hand. The older orc pulled out a sleek, obsidian cube from inside his armor. The device pulsed with faint energy as he set it on the ground. He opened it, inserted the insignia, and stepped back. A soft hiss. A brief flare of power. And then, the cube simply vanished. "I told you we needed to get here fast. This clearly isn't just another skirmish." Oliver tried to turn his head. 3 figures were walking calmly down the street. One of them, slim, scarred, with a mechanical eye, seemed to be scolding the others. He definitely had a military vibe, and not the friendly kind. Sorry. I thought it was just a regular patrol," said another man. His long golden hair stood out. His clothes marked him as part of the New Earth Army. The third man wore civilian clothing, but all 3 shared one thing: none of them looked even remotely afraid of the orcs. "What do we have here?" "Just 2 gray orcs," the third man asked. His short black hair and square jaw gave him a confident, almost cocky look. Oliver wondered if he was hallucinating from the pain. "I warned the major these artificial armors were too weak and only meant for training," the man with the mechanical eye muttered. "What's the point of reports from Blue Squad if nobody listens?" Before he could continue complaining, the golden-haired man pointed toward Oliver. "Wait, isn't that a civilian?" The realization hit them all at once: a soldier had fallen, and a kid was forced to use the armor. The golden-haired man stepped forward. "Hey, kid. Don't worry. I'll end this quick." He rolled up his sleeves, revealing gauntlets with a glowing red crystal. "Red Ranger. Activate." Red energy shot from the gauntlets, weaving around him like threads. In seconds, a full suit of armor formed. It resembled Oliver's armor, but the difference in power was undeniable. The helmet's angular visor gleamed dangerously. The torso plates looked molded from a metal that could bend and flow. The arms were reinforced for impact. A pistol holstered at his thigh glowed with red energy. Most of all, his presence felt commanding. The other 2 men stayed relaxed, confident their friend could handle the orcs alone. The orcs, however, immediately grew tense. This was nothing like fighting Oliver. The younger orc leaped first, swinging a massive arm at the ranger's head. The ranger casually caught the arm. "Come on. You can do better than that." The older orc launched forward with such speed that Oliver couldn't even track him. The orc's powerful kick struck the ranger, shaking the ground and sending stones flying. Dust exploded around them. No, the ranger said calmly. "You're not fighting a soldier. You'll need more than that. Where's your axe?" As the dust cleared, the ranger was revealed, holding the orc's leg. "You're a bit better. We'll fight later." He let go, then delivered a punch that sent the orc flying through a building. He turned to the younger orc. "And you, let's finish this quickly." He squeezed the orc's arm. Bones cracked. The orc screamed. "Jayak Mat." With a single yank, the ranger tore the arm clean off. Blue blood sprayed across his armor. "Bye-bye." A quick slash. The younger orc's head fell, rolling until it stopped near Oliver. Oliver froze. This was what a ranger was? The older orc burst from the rubble, roaring in fury. He grabbed his axe and charged. The axe was massive, almost human-sized, its double blade gleaming with both ancient runes and advanced tech. A humming metallic sphere pulsed at its core. To Oliver, it seemed impossible that anything so large could be swung so easily. The ranger simply waited. The orc attacked in a blur, swinging again and again, but the ranger dodged each strike by inches. "Now you're taking this seriously?" he taunted. Energy gathered in his hand, forming a saber. A swift motion, and the orc's arm was severed. Blue blood sprayed again. But this orc didn't scream. The wound sealed. The arm regrew. "Ah, one of those. You just want to make my life difficult," the ranger said. The orc attacked relentlessly. The ranger sighed. "Let's finish this before the kid passes out." As the axe swung, the ranger grabbed the blade with his hand. The orc struggled, but the ranger didn't budge. He slashed rapidly, once, twice, over and over, cutting off each limb until the orc collapsed in pieces. Flame Tower. A pillar of fire erupted, engulfing the remains. It burned so hot that even the asphalt melted. When the flames died, nothing was left. Oliver stared, breath caught in his throat. The world blurred. His body relaxed for the first time. Now that the danger was gone, darkness finally claimed him. Chapter complete. Like, comment and subscribe for more.